Hi everyone, good morning. Hope you are all doing great and started a good day. Our today's topic is customer-centric mindset, and I chose this topic because I wanted to hear your thoughts and ideas about how we can maintain a customer-centric mindset and why we should have this. Because I believe for any company, any organizations to be successful, they have to have this customer-centered mindset. And I believe there is two kind of point of view that you can have in a company, in an organization. The first one is focusing on your product, on your service, and on how much you can sell it and how many you can sell. And it's like you uh, provided a service, you provided I don't know, product something, and then now you are thinking how you can sell it, to which you should sell, to which people, which kind of people you should sell it, and you are focusing on the product and how you, now that you have the product or service, and how you can sell it, or to which market you have to work and marketing or something like that. But the second mindset, I believe, is focusing on the customer and on the market. It means first you analyze the market and see what are their needs, what are their demands, what they just look for a question on customer's mind and try to solve that question. So I think it's what called customer-centric mindset, because you first are looking at the market, and you are looking which part of the market you want to work with, and you want to provide for, and then you product, or I don't know, prepare whatever you want to offer based on that, based on the market, based on the customer and people. So I think in this way, you have much more, I think you have more, what you call it, you're more disciplined, and you can plan how to approach the market, how to prepare your service or product and things like that. So because you first analyze everything and then you act for it. But in the um, mm, other one, you first did, I don't know, prepared your service, and then you try to find a suitable market to sell it to people. And I don't think that would work in long term. And I think nowadays, and in this new world, what we should do is to focus on the customer and on what they need, what they want, and then act for it. And I think it's what you can do is to, sometimes you need to answer a question that is in the mind of customers by offering your product or your service. It's like you analyze what are their needs, what they are looking for, and then you go for it and, I don't know, provide it or something. And the other thing is you try to make that question in customers' minds, like they have never thought that they need this, but you are presenting or you're marketing in a way that they believe that they need your product or they need your service. So it's like you just make them think that they need something, or and they had this question, but before they were never thinking of it, but now they think that they need it, and it's a really good strategy for marketing and for offering your service. And I think for to have like a customer-centered mind and to think about customer, you have to analyze your customers and understand them. You have to sometimes put yourself in customers' shoes and understand what they need, what they desire, and always seek for feedbacks, always gather feedbacks from your customers. I don't know, through surveys, reviews, interaction, even direct interactions with them. You need to seek feedbacks and collect feedbacks so you can improve your service, you can improve whatever you're doing. And I think the other thing is you predict your customer about, what may become an issue, and then plan for that. So I think marketing and being good in a market is all about predicting what will happen in the market, what will happen in the industry, what will happen in customer's mind, and then try to develop some solutions, some creative solutions, and um, develop like the customer experience with your brand, with your company. I think that's really important. And all of this won't happen uh, unless you have like a good communication and engagement with your customers. You have to keep your customers, your clients informed and engage with updates, and even personalized communication. So you have to always listen to them and try to have this open communication with them. So it will help you to understand their needs and their demands better, what they want better. And you can understand them, and then you can answer their needs. And I think when you do that, when you first look at the customer needs and the clients, what they need, what we need to offer to them, then it fosters their satisfaction, their loyalty. Sorry. And it all ends in your business success. And so and also, I think it requires like a strong leadership that, when the leader is believing in something, then he can make the staff to believe in that also. And then like they all can support each other and have this supportive culture, and then think about different strategies. So the leader is always playing an important role here, because it's like a model that staff look at it and do whatever they are doing based on that. So yeah, I think I will wrap it up here. That I believe that you have to understand your clients, your customers, so you can be successful. And it's like two-way relationship, that if they are satisfied and they are happy, then you will be happy and you will be successful in your field. So I think we always need to pay attention to that we are providing a service and we are offering it to people, and nothing is more important than always communicate with those people and with your clients, and always try to be better. And yeah, that's the whole thing that I'm trying to say about this topic. And I would like to hear your thoughts. and what you think about it.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I hope we're all doing well this morning. Thank you, Sapide. Yeah, when it comes to having a customer-centric mindset, I think for any business, um, you just need to understand that, without the clients or without the customers, there is pretty much no business. Yeah. And I think that's something that, many businesses, are able to understand, especially the ones that are very successful. Yeah. And I think that's why when software is being developed or like an application is being developed, one of the things that is taken into consideration is what they call user experience. Yeah. So basically, you want to have a feel of how, when someone is using your application or someone is using whatever software that you have developed, you want to make sure that it's seamless. Yeah, you want to make sure that it's easy for the layman to use. You want to make sure that that whoever is using whatever application it is, that they sort of have an enjoyable experience. Yeah. And this is why you'll find that, when it comes to certain, let's say like social media apps like Instagram, when they're rolling out certain maybe new features, yeah, they will probably share it with certain people who have like a big following or certain influencers to be able to test out those new features, yeah, to make sure that, okay, we've introduced this new feature, but we actually want to see how people feel about it before we actually go ahead and maybe roll it out to the entire world. Yeah. So I think being able to understand that the user experience or how somebody experiences your business, your product, your service is very important. Yeah. So let's say at Moracle, the services that we are providing, how the experience that our clients have, yeah, is very important, because it will determine if maybe someone will be a client for a decade or for however long. It will determine whether we'll have a long relationship with them or it will be a short relationship. Yeah. So I think it's very important, that user experience. I remember I was trying to arrange a meeting for someone, and I learned from this experience, because we were trying to organize a meeting, but it just so happened that her schedule and Molai's schedule was just not syncing. It's like, okay, maybe she'll say she's available at this time, and then Mola is not available at that time. So the process kind of like, it was just a long process. And in the end, we kind of lost like that potential client because it took long to create that meeting. Yeah. And that was like a learning point for me, because Mola said, when it comes to a new client or a potential client, we have to create time. Yeah, we cannot say, okay, maybe there are these other meetings, so let them wait. Yeah, so that's something that, that I learned from. So, moving forward, if let's say like a client needs a response, I try to make sure that it's on time, because that's an experience, because if they have the experience that, oh, it takes long to create meetings, then they're going to move to maybe another company whose process is a bit more seamless. Yeah. So I think it's important to really take time and consider the user experience, what the experience is like. And if you look at businesses that are into the let's say products or services, that's where people like influencers, actually come in, because they're able to sort of share the experience with other people so that other people can be able to buy into your product. Yeah. So I think user experience is very important, being mindful of the user experience. We actually once, I had a client who, just to give you a few examples though, just had a client who came into a meeting, and they were having a meeting with some of our team members. And, just one, I think one person, the video was not on, like 3 people, their video was not on, and they didn't make any comment throughout, let's say, the entire meeting for 1 hour. And this client they were upset. Yeah. So that user experience was not likable for them, because their question was, why would someone come into a meeting and then their video is not on and then they're not saying anything? And that was a bad user experience. So I think it's very important to be mindful of how people are experiencing your business. And I think also the training process, being able to train people, like, let's say if you've determined that this is the user experience that we want as a company, I think it's important to be able to train people to have the same mindset, to have the same, work ethic or whatever it may be. So I'll give an example. Like if someone is, let's say receiving calls, like for business, yeah. If one person says, oh, hello, good morning, or another person says grand rising, another person will say hello, what do you want? Like there has to be like a consistency. Yeah. So if, let's say, that's just an example. So if someone, let's say, has to pick up the phone, you'd have to maybe train them that, oh, hello, you've reached Moracle, blah, 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 blah. Like it has to be a consistency. Yeah. And that comes with being able to train people so that, that if, let's say, someone comes into Moracle, if they, let's say, meet with Sepide, it's the same experience. If they meet with Sukesh, it's the same experience. If they meet with Sylvia, it's the same experience, because we have been trained, to sort of serve people. We have a process, we have a training, yeah, so that, you don't say that, oh, yeah, I met this person, they were different, and I met this person, they're different, but then it's like the same company. So I think being able to train people to have that process so that there is a consistency, that if we know that we are giving an excellent service, everyone should be able to be trained to give that excellent service. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for all the things you have said. Yeah, it's important to understand the user experience with our service and then try to improve that based on that experience. Thank you for the examples and everything. Is there anyone else wants to go ahead and share about this topic? I really want to hear from those who doesn't regularly participate. I don't know, it's nothing scary. It's just want to hear your thoughts. Hi, Bukola.
Yeah, good morning, Sapide.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, yeah. Talking about customer-centric mindset, it's really important for every business. And like the last speaker spoke, talking about training for every staff, so that if you have experience with a particular person, this experience should be the same if you're meeting another member of the team. Like the staff members need to be trained so as to deliver the core value of the organization. So what I just want to add, I just want to add a little one point to that, is that for a business to have a customer-centric mindset, that's such company has to value feedback. There has to be a channel through which the customers you can listen to your customers, because most times, if a customer interacts with a business, they may not have the opportunity to actually say what they actually want. So there has to be a feedback, a channel through which you can hear the customers. You can have you can have their feedback to say, oh, okay, this service that I received today, I don't quite enjoy it. Like I remember sending a particular company. I interacted with them, like I bought something from them. So I remember they sent a feedback form, like when the item was delivered. Yeah, I got like a form, like a survey. Yes, like a survey to say that how was your experience about this product, and you're supposed to rate the product, maybe the delivery time, the products you received, and if you had any interaction with a customer service agent, how was it? Was it fast enough? So I think organizations should have like these feedback channels through which customers are able to hear their voice to say, oh, this is what I enjoy, this is what I don't like, so that the organization can use that to improve on their services, because customers' taste and preferences differ. So everybody should each customer's voice should be heard. There should be a kind of feedback channel, because if there's no feedback channel, you can't really know if the customer is actually enjoying your service or not. And if you get if organization gets like a feedback from customers, it's not just enough to have that feedback. There has to be actionable steps. There has to be what needs to be done to to improve on that. That's just my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Bukola. Yes, yes. It's not only the customer needs to be heard, but we need to act based on the customer feedbacks. Yeah, it's really important. Just like just only listening to them and do nothing. Yeah, thank you for your contribution. Do we have anyone else who wants to add anything, any tip, any points? Okay, I think we can, I don't know, we can end our session if there isn't anyone else. So just thank you for listening, and thank you, Bukola, thank you, Linda, thank you, everyone, and hope you have a great day. Thanks.